So where do we find the balance, right?
They are more exciting, but I feel like women who have long amateur backgrounds want those 3-minute rounds because they're more skilled. So I think some women don't want to fight 3-minute rounds, which is fine, but some should be able to choose who are at a higher skill level and have that amateur background and experience.
What changes in a fight that has a 3rd minute in a round? Are there some fighters that are just going to have difficulty making that adjustment?
I think it's easier to get a knockout with 3 minutes. I think you're able to set up shots, you're able to stay patient and think a bit more in the round.
Now you see Tam Tebow opening up the overhand left, creating this opportunity here. She's using the jab very well now. We talked a lot about the early days of women's boxing, right, where you were fighting in front of small crowds and things like that, and that can throw fight. You know, Tam Tebow has had big fights and big stages in the Olympics, so she's not used to fighting very early in the day.
Not used to fighting very early in the day, yes, but it's something that we have to do as women, to make our way to the top. But for her to fight at Madison Square Garden is incredible, and I'm sure she's extremely excited about it and just loves the pressure and the atmosphere of it.
Good right jab from Casamassa.
Oh no, he's down!
5, 6, 7, 8. Step here, step aside.
And that straight left did it in that final combination. She has very, very nice straight left. It's sharp, it's strong.
Somebody smart sitting next to me just said you can get more knockouts in
Done.
She
Seconds.
seems very calm and like I said, just patient, and she's able to set up that straight left.
Which she absolutely did. A memorable first round of Madison.
Snipe.
Here we see a nice combination, right hook to the body. And she comes up top with that straight left that puts her opponent down.
Safe to say Mary Casamassa has not fought fighters where she could come in after that jab and she would open up like that.
Oh, definitely, and she's using her jab very well in this fight, so it's going to be hard to get through. And that body work, that was great body work to open up that straight left to the head. And with 3-minute rounds, you're able to do that. You're able to work the body and the head, or you could choose in a certain round, okay, in this round, I'm going to work the body more instead of working the head. In 2 minutes, you kind of have to put both together or do either or.
You see Casamassa a little more tentative now. Trying to come in behind that jab.
Casamassa has to add some feints to try to get past the jab. Right now she's kind of just stationary and doesn't really know how to get inside and get past the jab.
This is the step up, right? The step up fight, and all of a sudden you're fighting someone that's doing things you've never seen before.
And she's fighting a southpaw, which southpaws aren't really used to fighting southpaws, so it's probably a bit different for her.
Now it's a lot more one and done for Mary Casamassa. She's just been good enough in her first 6 fights.
No punches. Don't open up the hands when you go in. Get the pocket.
It's also a great opportunity if you're tuning in this early. Obviously, you're into this from the beginning, but it's a big left and a combination followed with the right. You see, Tebow is throwing 2 shots at a time, and Casamassa is just much slower. But I was going to say, if you're tuning in this early in the day, one of the fun parts about it is you get to hear things you would not normally hear because the crowd being small. You hear the referees, you hear the corner instructions.
Yes, you've been hearing those straight lefts, right?
You can hear that too. How much of your corner instructions could you hear during the fight?
That's all I hear. No matter how big or how loud the crowd is, you're just locked in and only hear your corner.
I can do the same thing with my wife. It'd work out really well. See, now Casamasi clearly trying to figure out a puzzle that she has not seen before.
The jab and by Timbo and is just very, very sharp and very accurate. It's difficult for Casamasa to get past that, but she's got to do something. She's got to add some feints, use her footwork a bit more, upper body movement.
Which is what you're telling her in the corner, right?
That's exactly what I'm telling her. So that's what I hope.
10
That's what I
seconds.
hope her coach's telling her.
Tebow looking very patient. Not a veteran pro, but a long-time veteran in the ring, and she has looked very good through 2 rounds. Jack Mook, who is from Pittsburgh, a retired police officer from Pittsburgh. See the black and gold. All right, how does Casamasa change the momentum?
Casamasa has to, as I mentioned, add some feints, some upper body movement to make Timbo think a bit. You know, she's just very stationary, but that's something that you have to, like you said, at this skill level, you're going to fight. At this level, you're going to fight opponents who are as skilled as Timbo, and you have to be prepared for that. You have to be able to make the adjustments. You can't just be one-dimensional. Because against a fighter like Timbo, you have to be able to get past that jab. She has a huge reach advantage.
Now, we'll talk about this throughout the course of the evening, but one of the things about the women's game is that there are these elite fighters. You get there very quickly in these divisions. Some of the divisions are deeper than others, but you could very quickly, 6, 7, 8 professional fights in, you could be facing top contenders. That's what's happening to Casamasa, and she is taking on a little more than she can handle for the first 3 rounds. She has gone to school here.
No punches.
And it seems every fighter, and Katie Taylor in the main event, no exception, has had setbacks at the amateur level. It was a colossal disappointment for Tam Tebow at the Olympics in Paris. Got to find a way, obviously, to put that behind you, and this is pro boxing's game when it comes to that loss.
You know, pro boxing is so different if you're going to turn pro after the Olympics or after amateur boxing. It's all about what you do in the pros. And she's adjusting very well, especially with these 3 minutes. I love it. I would like to see her go back to the body, because that's what opened up the headshot, that straight left, was working the body first.
Now you at home can hear, or wherever you are on your device, can hear the instructions from the corner, and you see Mary Casamasa responding. Moving left, she had gotten flat-footed, particularly after she caught that first big shot, got knocked down in round 1. Sometimes you got to be reminded to go back to doing what you're supposed to be doing. Overhand left, set up that right. Tried it again, flipped her again.
Now Casamasa being a bit more aggressive.
It's the first time we've seen Casamasa throw a really combination in a couple of rounds.
Someone's got to keep that jab out there. Even if it's not landing, just touch it. Just leave it out there to create that distance.
10 seconds.
Very patient start in round number 1 for Tam Tebow, eventually scoring the knockdown. She is in control through 3.
Time.
is to come tonight, and obviously so much conversation about Taylor and Serrano 3 that we have waited a half decade for the third fight in this rivalry, and the build and the build and the build. But tonight, as they say in the UK, this bill is spectacular. Alicia Baumgardner in the co-main event. The return of Savannah Marshall. If you haven't seen Ellie Scotney fight, you are going to want to be on Netflix at 8 o'clock, because that is a show you are not going to want to miss. She is spectacular. Overhead left this time. Tim Tebow looking for it early. Using the jab. There's the jab you wanted to see, setting that up.
That jab is going to set up her straight left. And if I was in Tebow's corner, I would be telling her, use that jab, double jab, triple jab, to land that straight left and to get a bit closer. Also, work the body first to open up the head.
What's the first thing you look for when you're seeing fighters for the first time?
The first thing I look for, always automatically, my eyes go to the feet. Footwork. Footwork is, that's also defense, believe it or not. It's not just offense, which is something that I learned very early as an 8-year-old. It's the fundamentals, which starts with your feet first. A lot of people think it's your hands, but it's actually fundamentals start with your feet and your hands follow.
That seems like something you learn the hard way.
It's something that, to me, comes naturally. To a lot of writers, it doesn't come naturally, but at the same time, you can learn it. It can be taught. Teaching somebody how to box is actually easier than teaching somebody how to fight.
Why?
Because you're born a fighter. You can't make somebody fight. You can't teach somebody how to fight, but you can teach them how to box and move.
Mary Casamasa, she has been taking this goal. She's trying to learn on the fly here.
But Casamasa is a fighter. You can see that in her. Might not have the footwork or the skills of Tebow, but she's a fighter. She's trying her best.
She's trying to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Trying to figure out that overhand left, and the reach advantage continues to be significant. Tam Tebow bandwagon gaining steam here. If you've never seen her fight before, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, we said, in her weight class. The profile winning a big performance like this is going to put her big time on the map.
Very good weight class, and I can see her being world champion at this weight class. And very quickly, as you mentioned, for women it's different. There's not many opportunities and not many women, so you can be a world champion very early.
Seconds.
She's also 28 years old with years and years of high-level amateur experience. Now the combination.
Back to the body.
Yep.
That right hook to the body is what's going to do it.
Side.
That's some good stuff.
And rip to the body and move with her. Your legs are gone, so you gotta go strong. She hurts you a bit, alright?
Tam Tebow Denise has been thrown in combinations all night.
And here we see that jab followed by the straight left, powerful straight left of Tebow. And right there is where she needs to go back to the body, because that's going to open up that knockout shot.
How do you feel? You feeling okay? No.
obviously the concern there was over the left eye of Casamasso.
Seems fine. Seems like she wants to keep going. I don't think there's an issue. No cut.
No major surprise when you look at those numbers. First one, if you're just looking on late, resulted in a knockdown in the first round. And ironically, in this fight, which will be the only fight tonight we see with 3-minute rounds, came in the 3rd minute of that first round.
Casamasso just having trouble getting through that long range of T-ball.
I always love when a corner shouts out, "You've got nothing to lose." Fighter always has something to lose. That has been the punch of the fight for Tebow, has been the overhand left. Yeah, the jab has set it up, but she has landed that often, early and often.
And with 3-minute rounds, you have time to work the body and focus on that a bit more. So I'd love to see her go back to that.
Driving Casamasso backwards, working the body, swinging for that big left hook.
And that body shot is what Casamasso is still feeling.
And she takes another one, and we are done in round 5. It started as a mismatch.